Hi everybody, it is December the 9th, I believe, and today's coffee choice was the glazed cinnamon roll. Hope you can see that. And it's tasty. I can taste more of the glazed than cinnamon, but it's tasty. It's a very interesting flavor. I have been having these earaches, and I did go to the doctor to have that checked out because I have those frequently, and lots of times it's sinuses. And again, it's sinuses. Now, she will not give me anything for it, and I used to use a product called AURO. It was a homeopathic for earaches for people who have problems with sinuses, allergies, and because one of the things that happens with me is I get a lot of what feels like an ear infection, and it's really not. It's just the pressure where the eardrums are compressing in because of the allergies or the barometric pressure. Lucky me. But so I had to go find something else because I couldn't find that brand. So I found something called Highland Eardrops. I'm going to try it. Haven't tried it yet, but we'll see how that goes. I started another scarf for those young men. I'm using that sugar wheel that Tina sent me in those gray colors, and it'll go nicely with the hats that we've discovered. They have quite a bit of different shades of gray in them. So, yeah, it's kind of what we're doing. You know, getting those scarves ready to go. We've got 16 so far. That'll make 17. And one of the other gals is casting on another one. So we'll have 18. So we'll only need 2 more. So, yes, we're getting it. Yes. All right. Nope, we're not going to get to that first. I got some happy mail. Got a Christmas card. And this came from Jennifer of Froggy Wanna Knitting. And it's a very pretty little card. And on the inside it says, wishing you peace, happiness, and the spirit of the season. Now, what I find interesting is this card also has Braille on it. And you can actually feel the Braille that says that, wishing you peace, happiness, and the spirit of the season. So these are some amazing, that is the organization, I guess. Education is what it is. And this is fantastic. Why do I say that? When I was getting my classes before nursing school, I had an elderly woman who had just recently lost her sight. And for classrooms that we were taking classes, she had a recorder system that would record the lessons to help her later on. She was legally blind, and she was a little hard of hearing, and a couple of times she couldn't get the machine to work correctly. I would help her with the machine to get it going. And the instructor said to me, she goes, "Yeah, that's awful nice of you. Everybody else is just ignoring her." I said, well, we all need help a little sometimes, so why not? But she went on to get her English degree and to teach in the school for the deaf is where she was going to teach. And she did that for many years. She passed away, I think, 3 years ago, but we kept in touch for all that time. And so it was very interesting to get some of the letters that she would send me. And then when we got iPhones. I had an iPhone, she had an iPhone, so we did some FaceTimes a couple times before she passed away. So, I absolutely adored this lady. But she was very close, and I enjoyed her company quite a bit while going to nursing school. And she, of course, she enjoyed coming over and seeing the kids because she didn't have any grandchildren near her. So she got to play with my kids and treat them like grandchildren. It was a twofer, if you ask me. Today's giveaway is some more of the Chunky Weight Serenity by Deborah Norville. And this is in the color Frost. And that is a gorgeous color. And there are 2 of those. And the secret word today for today's giveaway will be elves. E-L-V-E-S. Elves. Just 'cause. And I will tell you, I have been warning some of the winners that I started doing this with. I am vacuum sealing these. And the reason being is those sweet rolls that I sent out the very first day, that package cost me almost $9 to mail out. And it was because it was thick. That was the only reason. So I thought, I'm going to smoosh those down. Had nothing to do with the weight of the package. It was the size of the package. So, if you get a somewhat flattened, hard object as your winnings, don't be surprised. It's just because they're vacuum sealed. Okay. And let's go on to today's stitch. Today's stitch is a little bit of a bobble look on both sides of the fabric. And it is called a double crochet cluster stitch. If you have ever done the double crochet decrease stitch, this will be familiar to you. It's sort of like that, but sort of not. And I hope I explained it well enough in the video with the stitch for you to be able to figure it out. I hope so. But it's a nice little stitch. I really enjoy it. I like it a lot. So that is today's stitch on the video. And basically, when you go in to do that double crochet cluster stitch, you're going into your stitch like you're doing a double crochet. You'll pull up, yarn over, go in through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and then you will start another double crochet stitch in the same stitch, and then you will pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops that are left on your hook. So I hope that my written instructions down below are clear enough. Sometimes your head thinks faster than you can, talk about. So, did get a little fun with that. Let's see. The giveaway is open worldwide. It is for subscribers. You must be subscribed. I do check. If you cannot receive from the U.S. any prizes, then you're out of luck. And I don't pay for duties or royalties or taxes. The lights are real bright today. Okay, guys, I keep closing my eyes because it's really bright. Maybe I should bring my sunglasses in. But, yeah. And got to use the secret word. All this stuff applies. YouTube's not responsible. The yarn company is not responsible. These are things out of my stash. That's why it's called a Dstash giveaway. And I can't use all this. Not hardly. Not even close. So, some of you will get a couple of freebies. Little fun in the mail. That's always fun to get, right? Okay, right. The other day when I was talking about the crocheted rosaries by Bree, Beads of Hope, I forgot to leave a link for that. She has an Etsy store. I'll leave a link down below. And it is Beads of Hope by Bree. And actually, I think the name of her Etsy shop is just Beads of Hope. But she has some lovely work. So I'll leave that link down below as well. After, I'm going to do the winner video next of yesterday's chunky yarn, which was 2 of the olive. That will be next, and then after that we'll follow the Scrapbuster Stitchalong stitch of that double crochet cluster stitch. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Everybody have a great day, and remember, choose kindness. And we are ready to pick the winner for the 2 skeins of Deborah Norville Olive Chunky Serenity yarn. And I put in the URL, and as well as that, the word that was needed was penguin. So let's find out how many comments there are. 84. And here goes the winner. Dimitra Tazamtzis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Dimitra Zamtzis. I'm not very good with certain names. Says, I am a lover. I love any kind of penguin. They are so darned cute. And aren't they? They're adorable. All right, Dimitra. Send me an email to scraptasticyarns@gmail.com with where you want me to send your prize. Congratulations, Dimitra. All right, as you know, yesterday I didn't do a video of this stitch. It was just putting in some single crochets, 6 rows of those, just because it was a little easier to manage without having to deal with all the extra. Okay, today's stitch is called a double crochet cluster. And you're going to join your yarn, and it's real simple because basically a double crochet cluster is comprised of 2 double crochets, stitches crocheted together. But it's going to be rather interesting how we do that. And why is that fuzzing up? Alright, sorry. So you're going to join your yarn, and in the first stitch you're going to put a single crochet. In the second stitch you are going to start a double crochet and bring it through the first 2 loops. So you have 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to go back into that stitch and start another double crochet. Pull up, pull through 2 loops, pull up through. Oh boy, come on. Pull up a yarn, go through all 3 loops, and there you have your double crochet cluster. Then you are going to, in the next stitch, single crochet. Look, isn't that interesting how it forms a bobble? Next stitch, you're going to repeat that double crochet cluster. Start with a double crochet, but don't finish it. Then go right back into the same stitch and start another double crochet, but this time you're going to yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. single crochet in the next, and then of course your double crochet cluster stitch again. Well, if you can get it done, not have troubles like I am today. Single crochet. In the next is your double cluster. Single crochet in the next, and then another double cluster. Single crochet into your next stitch, then another double crochet cluster, and then end with a single crochet. Chain 1 and turn. Second row is exactly like the first. Single crochet into the first, then you will place a double crochet cluster into this stitch, single crochet into the next, double crochet cluster into the next, and that's all there is to it. It's just a one row repeat. And what you're going to find is you're going to have clusters on this side and clusters on this that will form little baubles with texture on both sides of your fabric. And like I said, that's all there is to this double crochet cluster stitch. And I'm going to do mine for 6 rows. You can do it for however many rows you want. And there you go. That's it. Guess I should show you left-handed, huh? We'll see if I can do it left-handed. Because sometimes we know how the hand doesn't like to cooperate. And I will tell you, when you start this one, if you're going to start just a blanket or a scarf with this, you could actually start like with a chain of however many numbers you want. An even number works good for this. But yeah, basically it is the same thing. Over and over. There you go, left-handed and right-handed. Oops. Started that and didn't finish it, did I? Okay. Gotta remember the cluster has to have 2. And this cluster is worked just like a double crochet decrease. Only you are building it up in a stitch instead of bringing 2 stitches together. So I hope that's helped you a little bit. You'll see with my left hand I do have to hold the stitches sometimes, just because it's still not practiced enough. Alright everybody, I'll see you again tomorrow for the next stitch. Everybody have a great day. Bye.